have the accelerated program, the Hazina Accelerated, which is going to kick off right now, and we are also live. My name is Dalila Hamza. This is a day that we've all been waiting for, to see the pitch competition, which is about to start right now. And as usual, we're going to start with the national anthem and respect for our country from Montego.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as a God-fearing institution, as a God-fearing family, we want to put this function before the hands of God and also dedicate the same to our founding fathers by reciting our prayer, and we will recite the first verse of our national anthem in English. So, O God of all creation, bless this our land and nation. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace and liberty. Plenty be found within our borders. Thank you very much.
Right now is the moment to introduce our judges and see who they are, because it's a day that you've always been waiting for, and the participants are here as well as the judges. Let's kick off. We have Zayad Alawi, who is the CEO of Hazina Trust Development. And we also have, on the other hand, we have Mohammed Harib, co-founder. You hired me. And we have Matante J. Mangala, who is the MD of Hazina Advisory Services Limited. We also have the participants who are behind us, and they're none other than Shukri Sain Tahir from Najma's Enterprise. And without a doubt, she's going to start right now, and we're giving her 4 minutes to come and present her pitch. Without a doubt, I'm excited as much as you are. We have welcoming remarks from Matata. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Indeed, this is the moment that we have all been waiting for. And on my behalf, as the MD of Hazina Advisory Services Limited, my name is Mwatata Juma. And also on behalf of the entire group of companies headed by Mr. Zayad Said, the CEO, the judges who are here with us this afternoon, the distinguished entrepreneurs that have caused us to gather in this auditorium this afternoon, and all the members of staff and our partners and the team that has worked with us in this program. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this very, very important occasion. And I know that we have all prepared for it, and I know that we all expect the best. It has been a journey that began with 60 applicants, that went down to 27 participants, went down further to 12 participants, and now we have 4 finalists that will be making their final presentations this afternoon. Therefore, I urge all of you, the entrepreneurs, just relax and do your thing as you know it. And I know that you will make the best of the time that's given to you. You will have 4 minutes to make your presentation. Thereafter, we'll have a Q&A session from the judges. That will take about 10 minutes. So relax and enjoy the moment. So thank you very much to all of us, and let's get down to the business of the day. Thank you.
I think he deserves an round of applause. Don't you think so? Now, starting off, I'd like to call upon Shukri Said Rahir from Nadman's Enterprise. Kindly move forward.
My name is Shukri Said Rahir, and I'm co-founder and partner at Nadman's Enterprises. 26 years ago, when I was born, I was diagnosed with a respiratory condition commonly referred to as asthma. Now, this was especially hard for me because I was growing up in a Swahili household where cooking was one of the main activities done every single day, and the inhalation of the toxic fumes made my condition get worse. A few years ago, we found out that there was a way we could make charcoal that was completely harmless to our health and to the environment. From there began our journey as Nadman's Enterprises. Did you know that 20,000 Kenyans die each and every year through household air pollution? Our solution? Wait and find out. What we do, make charcoal briquettes from coconut waste. Our briquettes are smallest, have high energy, and last longer, which essentially means that they're safer and more economic to use compared to normal charcoal. 80% of rural Kenya uses biomass to cook. We have a vision of reaching half of that by 2025 and more as we keep growing. As you can see, 50% of our product is consumed by households, 30% and 20% by distributors and institutions, respectively. Our main competition is from LPG distributors like Seagas, who produce LPG at a cost of 150 shillings per kilo and is expensive and requires expensive cooking equipment. Our other competitors from charcoal vendors who produce wood charcoal at 100 shillings a kilo, contributing heavily to deforestation and smoke-related diseases. Our main competitive edge is that we have an experienced team, an exclusive relationship with all our raw material suppliers, and CAP certification to make sure that we can penetrate the market in ways that others cannot, and solid partnership with different organizations around the country. Our main revenue streams is from charcoal briquettes that we use 17 shillings to produce a kilo that we sell at 30 shillings, making us a profit margin of 45%. As you can see in our financials, in the year 2019 we had revenues of $28,000 at a cost of $15,000, making us a profit of $13,000. In 2020, due to the pandemic, we had revenues of $20,000 at a cost of $12,000, making us a profit of $8,000. We expect by the end of this year to have revenues of $38,000 at a cost of $18,000, making us a profit of $20,000. So far, we've managed to have hundreds of satisfied customers, mainly being from the Tamarind Group, Sarova, Tatobi Hotel, and local restaurants around the country. Our key partners are Global Alliance for Clean Coastal, Micro Enterprise Support Program Trust, Switch Africa Green, Expo Promotion Council, and the MIT E-Lab. So far, we've managed to create hundreds of jobs through workers who are mostly women, suppliers, distributors. We give you a product that's 50% cheaper than anything in the market, while at the same time fighting climate change. We ask for 500,000 shillings, where 200,000 will be used to acquire a solar dryer for efficient and faster drying, and 300,000 as working capital to increase production. Please join us into making your homes a safer and healthier environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Shukri. Great. Now it is to our judges.
Shukri.
Yes.
Good presentation, and congratulations for the good job that you're doing. You've been in business from 2017. You said you made revenues of
$98,000 in 2018.
$27,000 in 2018.
Yeah.
Okay. So total from when you started to date, are these dollars or Kenya shillings? Kenya shillings or dollars?
Yes.
And we're looking for 500,000 for
For working capital to acquire a solar drive for faster drive.
So if you generated that much, haven't you had enough capital to increase production? What would happen? How would this funding improve on your business?
Well, starting was a bit of a problem. We had issues in getting our product out to the market. We had issues in raising awareness for our product. So it took us a bit of time to really reach our targets in 2019.
So from your financials, how much is your net after all the costs? Can you go back to the financials? You have about 20,000 in 2021. This is projected or actual?
Projected.
Projected. So from 2020 to 2018, you have a total of about 21,000. Which I feel that should have been enough to take your business to the next level.
Well, we still consider ourselves a startup because we haven't really reached the targets or the goals of having enough employees.
How many employees do you have?
We have about 8.
Okay, thank you very much, Shukri. Shukri.
Yes.
That's your name, right?
Yes.
Is that the right pronunciation? Okay. Let me also hasten to add that your presentation is good, and you are doing a
great job. Now, for me, I want to see clearly the impact of this investment that you are looking for from Hazina.
Yes.
You want to buy, is it a machine for 200,000?
Yes.
And then 300,000 working capital. So what numbers are we looking at in terms of by this, through this injection, what percentage do you expect your sales to grow by?
We expect our sales to grow by a large percentage because at the moment, I'm not sure if you're aware, but briquettes take a very long time to dry.
Okay.
So the reason we're requesting for solar dryer is so that we can be able to produce more and dry faster so that we can sell more.
Okay, so you're not able to tell exactly what percentage.
Yeah.
Okay. And I also looked at the impact. You have said we have increased hundreds of jobs. So do you have, can you put a finger on the numbers?
Not really, because we get raw material suppliers. Sometimes it's a bit complicated because the same person who will give us raw materials today might not be the same person who gives us tomorrow.
Okay, so the question is, how do you source for your raw materials?
We have women groups around coconut producing areas that collect our raw material, put it in one particular place, and we do collections every couple of weeks.
Okay. And So you're saying the flow of raw materials is not is it predictable, or is it something that you can say for sure I will receive this and therefore you can be able to determine the production levels?
That's why we have different raw material suppliers in different areas. Because you find one particular place might be producing a lot of coconut waste at a particular time, other doesn't. So we have to keep shifting from place to place.
Which parts of this coastal region do you mainly get your Kilifi?
Yes.
Okay, because I see too much stuff rotting in Kilifi.
Yeah,
So I don't know where you're getting your materials from there. So heaps and heaps are rotting.
Yes, yes.
So maybe you need to look at that aspect of sourcing for raw materials. And your team, what is your expertise in this company?
I'm mostly in sales and logistics.
In sales and logistics. And do you have all the required expertise that you need to be able to grow that business in terms of the...
Someone who is a professional in marketing and someone who's a professional in advertising. So we balance each other out.
Okay. And in the cooking, the actual making, there's no technical expertise required in that area?
There is.
You have.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
Okay, let's move forward.
Thanks. Shukri, what is the cost savings currently between using normal charcoal and your charcoal? What's the cost saving per cooking?
Per cooking?
Yeah.
Okay, what we believe is that a kilo of our briquettes compared to a kilo of charcoal can take you don't need to use the whole kilo. This is 2 kilos.
Yeah.
You can use this in a span of 3 days.
Yeah.
Whereas a kilo of charcoal can finish in 3 hours. Yeah. So our product lasts longer in terms of the amount of time it
It
lasts
cooks.
in the jig.
Okay. Because this kilo compared to a normal charcoal, the normal charcoal would be cheaper by?
Normal charcoal is more expensive by 50 shillings.
Oh, it's more expensive by 50 shillings. Okay, so other competitors, I'm sure you're not alone in this market.
Yes, we're not alone. There are other briquette producers,
Yeah.
but it all depends on the raw material you use.
Okay.
Because we use coconut waste in the shambas, people use the coconut shells as firewood. So it makes our products more superior compared to another briquette producer who might use clay to make his product.
Okay. So there's a difference there. Is it communicated? Do clients know the difference?
Definitely, yes.
Okay. And in terms of marketing, how do you get your customers currently? What do you do to get customers?
Currently, we advertise through Facebook. We go to hotels to advertise ourselves. We go talk to them. We go explain the benefits of using our product as compared to using the normal charcoal.
Okay. Now, you mentioned hotels. However, on your graph, you still indicate that the majority of your customers are households still.
Yeah, because since 2020, since
Why?
the hotels closed down,
Okay.
we had to focus more on households.
Okay, so this is a shift now.
Yes.
But ideally, the bigger part...
Really, the bigger part goes to institution.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Shukri.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get the next person. I believe he deserves a round of applause, gentlemen and ladies. Okay, the next person is David Inyang Omara, Janabridge Agri Solution. Come forward, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is David Inyang. I'm the co-founder of Janabichi Agri Solutions. So in brief, we are an agribusiness company and we deal in farming horticultural crops. Here mainly these are tomatoes and capsicum, and we produce them in hydroponic greenhouses.
So we are located in Kajiado, and this area is uncommon with this type of crops because the soil and the climate of that area. But we've been able to produce a ton every month as we piloted in August 2020. Next. So the problem that we wanted to tackle is the wholesalers. Every wholesaler will tell you I usually have an under supply and inconsistent supply of these products. So with this under supply, they have to amend their budgets, which affects also their companies. And so we come in to solve this problem, and still also on the end user, the customer, it will be pocket friendly to them. Next. So the team that I work with, we are 2 co-founders, and we employ casuals depending on the season. Next. So the available markets, actually we are feeding Kenyan mouths. So we are currently 53 million, and we'll see a 6.9 increase in 5 years to come. The served available market, dwelling in the urban population of 15 million people, is served by 20 all these outlets are like 116. And from 15 million people, that means these outlets should serve over 130,000 people per day, which is overwhelming for them. So in our line of business of hydroponic farming, we are less than 10 companies. So this pushes the need for intensive farming and creation of these new technologies in farming. So the technology I'll show you, it's a company secret, but we don't use soil, we use pumice. Pumice is volcanic rock that you can get in volcanic areas. And we use it because the soil right now has been polluted. It has a lot of pathogens. So anyone planting with the soil will heavily rely on chemicals to boost the growth. But now ours is natural produced. Next. So this is the transformation, as you can see. Next. So our product or the business model, our product roadmap is first we get contracts from the wholesalers. Wholesalers here are can be schools, supermarkets, even hospitals. And then after getting the contracts, we agree on the time period and also the duration of supply. So we begin our crop production and then we finish with the sales. Next. So in competition, companies that are in hydroponics farming are the following: Linex, Sticks and Pots. But what edges us is our lower prices to those wholesalers. We sell it at 60 shillings. They sell to them at 70 to 100 shillings per kilo. And then also our staff. Our staffs are skilled with the knowledge and of this innovation. They have to come with certificates showing they have learned this. Next. And then our market strategy, as we walk in to these wholesalers, we plan to offer complementary goods that go together with tomatoes and capsicum, that is coriander and spring onions. We also don't have a website. We are planning to do that. Next. So in financials, 1 season of tomatoes takes 9 months. So 3 months of maturity and 6 months of harvesting. So in a month, we will harvest 2,000 kilos. And for a period of 6 months at 60 shillings, that's 720. For capsicum, as you can see, still 720. So what we are asking for is 450. But we need 826 for construction of the whole greenhouse, the seedlings, and this is extended to the whole period. So these are the projections of sales. Next. And then the expenses. In the first year, our total expenses is 826. The second year is 288, like that, moving forward. So our profits are as shown. Next. So for community service responsibility.
Time is up.
So, thank you.
Okay, let's start with Mr. Mohammed. Let's see you.
Good afternoon. Now, just a quick one, just to understand, are you already operating or you are going to start?
So before we started, we did a
Okay.
if the system works. So we took a contract with a company, a wholesaler called Miramesa. And so we had a contract with Miramesa, and the orders that they gave us, we were able to fill with that pilot. So we scaled up by taking a grant to build our current greenhouse that we are still producing, but we have not yet started harvesting.
Oh, okay. So you're about to start harvesting.
Yes, yeah.
What was produced during the pilot?
During the pilot, we produced 3,000 kilos, and we did it for 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. And so the current projections
Yeah.
were based on the pilot. The
Yes.
figures are all based on the pilot.
Yeah, yeah.
And distribution, are people coming to collect at the farm gate, or you're taking it?
Yeah,
somewhere?
when we do the contract, we ask the wholesaler if they will be coming for it, or if we will be bringing to them so that we introduce the transport and logistics.
Fine. Now, what's the difference between you and any other tomato seller out there in the market?
Okay, as I said, the problem that the wholesalers were facing is undersupply and inconsistency. So a wholesaler will say, I need 100 kilos per week, but outside there, the tomato farmers may face like rains, and then they say, I can only bring 80 maybe. So the wholesaler is frustrated. So that is where we edge in this competition.
Okay, so you basically know the seasons when you are supposed to.
Yeah, actually it's seasonless. You can plant it any month and just harvest for the next 9.
So there'll be times when tomato prices are low.
Yeah.
You are taking a hit.
Yes.
And there'll be times when tomato prices are high because of demand. So during that time you make a good profit. The rest of the time, do you make a loss or you make a small profit?
We make a loss, but still we have end users who, let's say, walk-in customers whose price, or they're not on contract. Theirs we go with the market.
Fine. So you have an outlet as well outside the farm where people
No,
can
just
come.
at the farm.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go to you.
Right, thank you. This is David. Now, I just want to understand, you mentioned something here called, is it pumice, or what is it called? Pumice. Okay, now you said this is from volcanic areas. So where do you get it from?
Like areas in Nigeria.
Currently.
Yeah, currently we get it in
Olkaria. And its supply is guaranteed?
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
Forever?
It's naturally ready.
Okay. The other thing I want to understand is you said in the pilot you got a contract from Miramesa. So is that the way you intend to continue operating with that?
Continue with them and also add more contracts.
And that contract was for how long?
For a period of 5 years.
5 years. So it is still in force.
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, and the demand from that contract is how many tons or how many kilograms?
For them, they wanted over 200 kilos per week.
Per week?
Yeah.
Okay. And in the pilot program, you were able to meet that?
We were able to meet it,
that demand. And the technical side?
Yeah.
So, what is your area of specialty, first of all?
Agricultural engineering.
So that is your area?
Yeah, that's my area.
Okay, and apart from this business, are you full-time in this business, or are you engaged somewhere else?
For other sources of revenue in this business, we also provide consultation to farmers in our area in Kajiado.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is still within the area of specialty.
Yes.
So you are full-time in this business?
Yes.
And in terms of what you're asking for vis-a-vis your projection, I didn't see clearly the projections. How do you expect the sales to jump, by how much, and what are the profits like? I can't see clearly.
So we need a capital of 826 for building another greenhouse to upscale. So from the 450 funding, we will add our own funds to reach the 826.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you want to build your greenhouse, so you basically construct it yourselves.
Yeah, yes.
You're
we
not
source-
buying off the shelf to come and just put it there.
We buy the materials.
The
Yeah.
materials. It's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
So one greenhouse construction requires
826. Yes.
Thank you.
David,
Yes.
how many in your team?
We are two.
Two.
And during the season, we hire casuals, maybe a maximum of also 2. So in total.
So
we can-
what is the role of your co-founder? of your
Oh,
business?
yeah,
Is
my-
she full-time as well?
Yes, she's also full-time.
Okay.
And she also helps in the sides of marketing as we go to seek the contracts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are a tomato producer and a seller.
Yeah. And capsicum too.
Okay. And your competitors are?
They were Lyco, Linux, Sticks and Pots, and Uplands Fresh Farm in Grandview, Africa. Yeah.
So do you think by you lowering your price, that's the only thing that you beat your competition? What if somebody else comes with the same prices as yours? What happens to your business?
So why we reduced our price, first of all, was a strategy for market entry. We wanted to be also inside this market. That was a strategy. But moving forward, there is after the contracts or with new contracts now, we can negotiate on the prices. This is like a goodwill.
So any other competitive advantage?
The training also of our staff. They undergo the training of hydroponics technology in an institution called Miramar. They offer it, so they come with the certificate, and we know these guys will do a good job.
And do you need any certification on this? On your business? Any licenses? or
The
certifications?
business permit only for the business.
Okay. Nothing else?
Nothing else. Because the guys who need the hotels are the ones that need the health and food safety license. That's on their part.
And on the 450, I didn't clearly see what is the breakdown of the 450. You said you need 826.
Yeah.
Your presentation can't be seen clearly.
So this is the breakdown of the 826 in the first year.
Okay.
Yeah. So it involves the structure, inside the structure, the seedlings, the food, the biopesticides and fungicides, the pump and solar, also the land lease, and salary and labor, all 826.
So out of the 826, you already have 376.
Yeah.
Your own capital in this.
Yeah, at 300,000.
300,000.
Yes.
Okay. And how much time does it take to build this and realize the returns?
To build the greenhouse is 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then from putting the seedling till finishing is 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah, the crop
About 10
cycle
months.
is about 10 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before you start producing, how will you be generating revenue?
Okay, that is because when we enter in the contract, we tell them that we have a grace period of 3 months before now we begin harvesting for the next period. So we wanted to add more greenhouses so that when one greenhouse is during a break, the other one is still continuing, so that it's constant supply throughout the whole year. Like that.
Thank you.
Just a quick one. What's your source of water as you're going to seek?
The city council and also borehole. But for the borehole, we have to test it first.
Now, what is your current?
Our current is Kanjo, the water council.
It's regular.
Yeah, it's regular. Thank you.
And a round of applause for the gentleman. Okay, next is Boniface Care from Afia Boost Care Limited. Please come forward. The floor is yours.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon. I'm Boniface Care, the CEO and founder of Afia Boost Care Limited. Afia Boost, your leading and caring partner in nutritional health solution. Imagine 26% of children in Kenya are faced with malnutrition. And on the other hand, 30% of Kenyans can't access the right nutritional health care. With this, we need to create a solution to this. With Afia Boost, there is a sigh of hope to these people. So in Afia Boost, we process and produce immune boosting organic products which are free from other preservatives. So our products, they are processed from organic ingredients. We have the amaranth, we have the mushroom, moringa, among others. So when they are processed in different products. Some of the products are here: fortified uji, we have the fortified flour, and we have the moringa tea. How unique is are these products? We are very competitive in a way that our products have both medicinal and nutritional value. And also, we are always in direct contact with our clients, whereby we also create nutritional health awareness. So next, you will realize that we have the market. In Kenya, food and nutrition industry, per year, we have 2 billion Kenyan shillings. So we are projecting as a company, if we can get 20% of this market, which translates to around 400 million shillings. So how is this possible? Our market is segmented into two. We have people who need our products, who are aware of their nutrition, and we also have early adopters. We have the retailers. So to reach this market, you realize we have our social impact. And our social impact, for us to have this product, we are partnering with the schools where we do school feeding programs. We also partner with the farmers where we create awareness about organic farming, and we also do some education on how to have the nutrition value. Our business model, which comes next, we use both business to business model, which covers around 30% of our market. And when we use this model, we are targeting the retailers, the schools, and those people who are in the business of selling our product. And then the other side, we have business to consumer model, which covers around 70% of the market. And here we are focusing particularly on the partners who we give our product and they sell direct to the consumer. Our major revenue stream is the sales. Our products, we sell them and make money. So we only use sales as our major revenue model. We started last year. We are 1 year old as a startup, and we've seen a tremendous increase in the number of the customer perspectives. This one has translated to around 60% of customer acquisition. We are focusing by 2020, if we can have at around 10,000 of these customers who are well paying. Next, we are moving to financial focus. As we are speaking right now, our revenue stands at 300,000, that's Kenyan shillings. We are seeing that in the next 3 years, by 2024, we can reach 30 million Kenyan shillings. This is possible if we scale up our production and if we diversify our products and production. Next, we move to the milestone. So far, we've been able to raise some money, which will help us to register the company, which also helps us to have the establishment of our startup. We've also participated in a number of innovation where we've widened our market. Next. So why are we here? I'm here to have 700,000, that's Kenyan shillings, from you people. If you can invest in Afia Boost, we are very sure that we are going to solve the problem and also going to make money Of course, look at the market out there. We're talking of 2 billion Kenyan shillings per year. If we invest in this, whereby we need to scale up our startup, we need to have the machinery, we need to rebrand our company. By doing that, we'll be able to reach not only within the coastal region, but also in other parts of the country and also outside the country. So we are a very strong team of, I'm the CEO, and then we have Judy Mwende, who is the co-founder and nutritionist. Thank you.
Welcome. Let's start with you, sir.
Right. This is Boniface. Okay. All right. So, what is your main product?
Our main product is the fortified flour, particularly for porridge.
Fortified flour for
Porridge.
That is your main?
That's our main product.
And currently, in terms of your market reach, you've given some percentages there.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us exactly, what is the name of this product?
Afia Mix.
It's called Afia?
Afia Mix product, yeah.
Afia Mix product.
Yes.
Is it in the supermarket?
By now, it's not in the supermarket.
Supermarkets,
Yes.
Okay. And what is is your source of raw materials guaranteed to be able to meet the projected production?
Actually, from the market research we did, we realized we have a good market because of the issue of the nutrition. We are in Kilifi. We realize in Kilifi we have a challenge of farming. So right now what we are doing, we are sourcing the raw materials from the other parts of Kenya where we have this organic farming.
Where exactly? Which parts of
Western Kenya. That's where we have the amaranths by now.
Okay. Your main source of raw material is there?
Western.
No. What's the name? It's called
amaranths. We have the amaranths, but we usually fortify with the mushroom.
What's the name of that amaranth in Kiswahili?
Amarantha is like in coast we have what we are calling muchicha, but this one is the larger one, the bigger one. It's like muchicha.
So have you thought about having farmers, subcontracting farmers within Kilifi and other parts of this country?
In fact, that's in fact, for sustainability, we are working on that, whereby we are trying to meet some farmers within Kilifi and see if we can opt for muchicha because it's locally available. That one can also help us substitute with the amaranths because they are in the same family.
Okay. How have you been able to address quality issues and standards, the quality issues? Because this is food, eh?
Yeah, this is food.
Eaten, eh?
Yes.
By clients.
Yes.
So in case it is eaten and people begin to diarrhea?
Actually, with the food, before we did produce to the market, we are working with the public health of Kilifi, the nutritionists, and then they certified. And then also in our team, we have Judy Mwende, who is also a food technologist in that area of safety. Okay. Yes, so we are taking care of that.
Do you have the CAPE standards?
Yes, we have the CAPE standards. Yes, we have that.
Okay. And I'm also looking at, you said you want 700,000.
Yes.
I didn't see exactly what you want to do with that money. I didn't see.
Okay. Okay, maybe because of time and whatever, I was trying to rush through the presentation. But to be frank, yes. For 700, we are talking of scaling up. But how is this possible? We need to scale up whereby some percentage will go to the machinery, particularly the equipment.
Don't tell us some. Tell us exactly.
The exact percentage, 60% will go to the fittings, that is the machinery, the equipment.
Which machines are those?
The milling machines. Yes. The milling machines. We also need the solar dryer. Okay. Whatever we have right now is not that big.
So that you said milling machine.
Milling machine. Milling machine. I've done a research. We have the grade 1 and we have the grade 2. For the grade 1 it looks so expensive, but this time we are just going for grade 2. Grade 2 goes at around 150,000. Okay. Yes. And then the solar dryer, it is going at 300,000. Oh. Then the other percentage, we also need to look at now rebranding the startup so that we can diversify our production.
So with that injection,
what percentage of growth are you looking at in terms of your sales, production and sales?
Yeah, so if you look at the market, there is market. Now the challenge is now the supply. So we realize if we inject 700,000, we can even triple the production, meaning we can be able to serve the market.
Okay. Let me not eat all the time. But who owns your company?
I'm the founder.
Yes.
Yes.
The only one. So 100% shares are owned
In
by-
fact, yeah, we are registered. Although we have, I'm the main founder, I'm the founder, and then we have other co-founders who are now 3, and these 3 are female. So we are 4.
So you are 4 shareholders.
Yeah, we are 4 shareholders.
You own the majority stake.
Yeah. I'm the
Do
main.
you have debt in your company?
Right now, no, we don't have the date. We are just 1 year old, and we've not got into those other areas of bank loans.
Thank you. Mr. Boniface.
Yes, sir.
Something you said that caught my attention. Let's start from there.
Sure.
You said you're looking to rebrand so that you can diversify.
Yeah.
So you've not really picked or got hold of your market, and you're looking to diversify into other areas. Or what did you mean by diversification?
Our diversification means like right now we are talking of 3 products here. But if we realize apart from this immunity, we also have other diseases, and whereby if we can produce we can have other products in the market. That is now for the future. Maybe let's say like 2 years from now or 1 year from now, we can be having other products. And also rebranding, we are dealing with the provision of the food products, but if we can also have a way that we can come up with another strategy as a company, whereby we need to look at these clients, those who have these problems, maybe the malnutrition children, and see is there a way we can be linking them to the hospital. So we provide also that medicinal aspect, so that we are not just into the food purely, we can also diversify.
So 3 products at the moment. Are they each and every product that you have, is it profitable?
They are profitable. Yeah, they are profitable.
Could you show us profitability of each product? The cost of producing one product and what you're selling?
What is in the market right now, it is this one, Afia Mix.
Okay.
This one, the cost of this 1 kg, we saw that at our market, particularly, there are these people in the rural, they cannot afford that large quantity. So we opted to to have the first kg, 1 kg. The cost of producing this one is at 150. We are selling it at 250, so that we have 100, which comes out as a profit. That is for the locals. But as we work out,
the cost of producing this is
1 kg, it's 150.
You're left with 100 shillings.
Yes, 100.
This is how many kgs?
This is 1 kg.
This is 1 kg.
Now, these other ones, this is instant porridge,
Okay.
which we've designed, yet to start selling. Now, like this one, it's 1 kg still. This one, producing this instant is at 250. Yeah, so meaning if we can, since we are starting, we are not maximizing on the profit, we can sell it at 350 or to 400.
You can, meaning you've not started
You've
selling
not
it.
started selling this
so
one.
you
We
can't really determine if there is need for that particular product.
Yeah, we done the research. We realized some of us who are very busy, the youth might go for this one.
How did you validate and you've not sold a single product or a single unit of that product?
There is a way I have this product, I have this product, this is how we can use it. So people say, yeah, actually it looks nice, it's a new idea. So from such analysis.
I can tell you, your shirt looks nice. Does it mean I'm going to buy it?
Yeah, so we are still working on this one, but this one we're already selling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you able to tell how many units or how many kilos you've sold?
Yeah.
You said you made 200,000? Is it 200?
300.
300 2020.
That is the revenue since we started. That is up to May. Yeah, up to May 2021.
So this is up to May.
May,
this year.
No, we started last year.
Okay.
But since we started last year, that was in July, up to right now, that is almost 1 year. We've sold 1,500 packets of 1 kg.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you are estimating to go to 2.5 million. Are you being realistic, Mr. Boniface?
Yeah, it's possible if we put the right strategies in place.
Okay, I have so many questions for you, but let me also give my colleague here time.
Okay.
Boniface, nice innovative products and good that you shared the numbers. The numbers of what you sold should have been in a part of your slide. At least it would have made a lot of sense.
Sure.
Now, at 250, what is your competitor selling the same product or similar? Exactly 1 kg. How do you compare to your competitor?
We've gone through the supermarkets and realized we have a number of such. Like we have Famila, Uji Mix, all those. We realize with them they are specific. They have specific for Wimbi, or they will be having specific for maybe sorghum, that in that line. So
price
now the price, their prices varies based on what they are having. Like I've seen, their prices ranges from 250 to 400.
Okay.
Based on what the ingredient they have used.
Nothing similar, exactly similar.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Thank you. And a round of applause for him. Thank you.
Okay, the next participant is Kamaldip Santhu from Malaika Gifts and
Now, what are the solutions that we are offering? We are offering having a sentimental gift item to take back home to remind you of where you've come from. We also help with your interiors. We can give you a cultured look. And what else we really, really insist on is having quality items. We make sure of that. These are some of the items that we have. Next, please. Now, the progress that we've made. We opened our shop first in 2012. And then we opened 2 more pop-up shops in Nairobi in 2018. And then we started a website in 2019. And now in 2020, we are thinking of starting a workshop. Next. The reason why we started the website was because of social distancing. You know, with the corona, everybody needed to go online. So that's the reason why we've gone online. And also there's a greater demand of African handmade items right now. Now, the target market is Kenyans looking for unique things for their house, and we really realized that during the corona time. We sold a lot of homemade items. Now, tourists and international customers also are our good clients. Our direct competitors are the Maasai market. Next. The advantage that we have over others is that our gifts can be produced to your color and design. Your home decor will be unique with culture in mind. You will have a sentimental gift that will remind you of the country that you have traveled. Next. What are our competitive approaches? We ensure that the products the customer receives is of the highest quality. We offer delivery. We also are on Facebook to get more clients. These are some of the items that we do, that we deal with. Now, what are we looking for? We are looking for around 450,000. The reason why we are looking for that, we have decided that we need to set up a shop because right now we are depending on the artisans to make the products for us. A very good order because the artisans were not able to produce on time. So we've decided that the best thing for us to do is to start a workshop of our own. Next. And these are our actual earnings that we have made so far. So this is the profits that we are making so far as yet. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to you back again, Mohammed. Today I'm with you.
Thank you. So thanks, Kamaldeep, for the presentation. Usually your ask is mainly around funding the workshop, right? Yes. Okay. Currently, how much of that is sold through your shop? What percentage is coming from your shop and what percentage is coming from online and others?
Not doing too much. We are mostly doing selling by the shop. Online of late it has not been too much, but we have mostly, because if you realize that we only started in 2019 when the corona. Yeah.
And now, when you mentioned Maasai Market as a competitor, is that your product is customizable. So at what point do you customize? You just pick a design and do that, or when someone is ordering, they can customize?
We can do both. We can customize according to the way you want,
Yeah.
or we customize also. We bring completely unique items. We try to, every time, we try to make it unique completely.
Yeah.
We keep on changing. In a month, we have to change about 2 products or 3 products, so that every time you come to the shop, you find something different.
Okay.
You're not keep on coming.
Okay. And your main shops are in Nairobi?
No, my main shop is in Nakuru.
Okay.
The 2 that are pop-up shops in Nairobi. And the reason why we've not quite ventured is because we started the pop-up shops just before.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And the export market, how big is that for you?
The export market, I've been to Birmingham. We've done Birmingham. And I'm with export promotion with Brand Kenya that is helping us. And we should be going to Dubai also for the Dubai Expo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So currently, are you making...
The Dubai Expo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So currently, are you making any export sales?
No, we just, if you count export sales, we just do 1 or 2, not quite many.
Fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Zayad, you ready?
Kamal, your financials were just too much for a presentation. How much do you need? You said 450.
Yes.
In summary, how will you use the 450?
I've given a breakdown
Yeah,
of the fixtures and fittings, and then the equipment, buying the equipment, and then also some marketing, and then salary to the artisans, and then rent for the shop is about 50. Then water supply is 3,000, and electricity for the shop about 7,000.
So 415, not 450.
No, 415.
415.
Yes.
Okay. Now you asked a question and you said you've not been selling much in online, and you say due to Corona you started an online shop. So don't you see the two statements are contradictory?
Yes, and in fact I was trying to, because we launched a website and we were wondering why the website was not working. So I went on to training onto Facebook. And now we are trying, I've got somebody that is a communication person to try and help and see what is the problem. Why are we not selling? Because we were selling we thought by starting our own website we would be able to sell. Now we are going on to Facebook and other.
Okay. So when you started a website, you didn't have a strategy of how you're going to market and drive traffic to the website.
Yes, that's true. That's right.
All right. Do you work alone or you have a team?
I have a team.
You have a team?
Yes.
Of how many?
Right now in Nakuru we are 2.
Okay.
In Nakuru, but I've got another 2 in Nairobi.
These are co-founders or employees?
These are employees.
Employees.
Yes, I'm the founder. I'm the only founder.
What are their roles and what are their qualifications or skills?
The girls in the shop in Nakuru have customer care skills. The ones in Nairobi are the ones that do communication to try and see how we can market the place better, and I've got an accountant also to get the financials right.
Okay, you're getting the financials right.
Yes.
So, setting a workshop in Nairobi.
In Nakuru.
No, your need. What is your need? You said you want to set a workshop.
Yes.
In
Nakuru.
In Nakuru, not
Yes.
in Nairobi.
Not in Nairobi.
Okay. Do
There
you
is-
have competition in Nakuru?
We do have competition, but not much. But the reason why I've decided to start a workshop is because of a very big order that we got from the bank that we lost because of the artisans not being available. So that is the reason that
There's a gap in Nakuru.
there is a gap in Nakuru.
But
Yeah.
do you know your competitors in Nakuru?
Our competitors are some small shops that we have, but the Maasai market also. But since we are the only ones in the
Maasai
mall.
market is not in Nakuru.
There is a market.
Oh, there is a market.
There is a Maasai market, but a small one near the hotel, near Mareka Hotel. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Kamande.
Yes.
Now, you said that you offer space
to these
Artisans, yes,
to exhibit their products.
yes.
So what revenue, what percentage of your revenue comes from this space?
Well, the model that we use is that we take their products and mark up our price on top of that. Yeah.
So the exhibit for free.
They exhibit for free, yes.
But then you put your markup.
Yes.
And sell for each
And
item.
sell on their behalf. Yeah.
And I would be interested to fully get it from you. Who are your major customers? Because the export markets, tourists, the ordinary people, who really is your customer?
Our real customers were mostly tourists.
Yeah.
But when COVID hit, we had to change the model and change it to more of interior deco.
Okay.
And when we started doing, as you realize, most people stayed at home. So they started looking at their homes, and as you can see, the sales went up because of the COVID period. But that does not stop us. We don't only do that, we also go for exhibitions that are, even if they're in Nairobi or Nanyuki or wherever, we still try to attend. But our main customers right now are homeowners.
Homeowners.
Yes.
The main customer.
And people looking for gift items, especially we do very well.
You had the tourists. I'm sure your pricing was different from the tourists to the ordinary people, and now the homeowners. So you have a different pricing strategy for each of these categories of customers.
Well, we did not change our pricing.
Just the same.
We did not change because our target market usually is between the middle class to high class. So during that period, we did not change our pricing. Our pricing remained the same.
It's remained the same.
Yes.
And where do you get your raw materials from?
The raw materials, as I said, we usually work with artisans, so they bring them to the shop, and when they bring them to the shop, we show them how to change this style, so that we are not common.
Process. But is there a guarantee? Because even if you have the workshop, the artisans are the ones that will be making the actual items. So will you be in control of that process?
If you see the model that we have right now, is that we expect the artisans to come there. But if it's just like you have a shop and you're there all the time, you're able to control the person that is there. And not only that, I think in a business you have to have a plan B. So we have to have a plan B that even if we've got 2 or 3 artisans, we need to still have a bit more outside that we can look for should we not be able to deliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, in your company, how many are you, the company?
In the company,
Yes. You say
director,
yes.
I'm alone.
Well, the shareholders.
I'm the shareholder.
You're the only shareholder.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have debt currently?
No, I don't have a debt on Malaika.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And all the best.
Thank you.
And a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break, just a quick break. When we come back, you don't want to miss. We're going to have the results of it all. We're also live in Al Shifa Online TV. Guess you're enjoying everything. Let's take that break and we'll be right back.
I think we can have tea here. Yeah, we can go there and do our activities.
Mr. Zayed, tunajaribu kushare cottage yako. Sio kwa utashare. Basi ndio tuwe.
Can I add? Am I add as an activity? Can I add you? So the log am I add project? Kama niko
I was a feedback again.
left mine there. Not that one. Okay. No, I left the other one. It's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm sure you're quite excited to find out now who's next or what happened. I'm going to invite Mr. Muhammad to just give us a feedback of what it is.
Good afternoon, participants, once again. Thank you all. You've all done a remarkable job. Your presentation, your preparation for the presentation was basically good. For every one of you presented something. Mine was just to say a few things on where I think you need to firm up your story. Shukri, the figures went very well. Describing your customers and describing how you reach your customers, it was not very clear at some point. And then describing similar products that have better distribution. I believe there are briquettes in the market. And then one thing I think you might have skipped is the clear value proposition that if I use your charcoal, how much in Kenya shillings am I saving? Because at the end, it all comes to shillings and cents. So if you can add that later on in your future presentations, it will really help. Then David Janabichi. David, you did well. You talked about your hydroponic solutions, and you went into details telling us the type of soil it's called. What is the volcanic soil called? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Thanks for that. We learned something new today. However, I feel like you could have done better to describe how you plan to ride the seasons. You know, where I was driving at with my question is, yes, fine. You're not affected by weather patterns, which means that you can have a harvest of tomatoes when no one else has. But how do you plan to take advantage of that is something else. Because as much as we have a shortage, we also have a lot of food wastage. Tomatoes are actually going bad. It's not that there is a shortage. It's just that when they are needed, we don't have that much for that day. But tomorrow we will have enough. Then the day after we'll have more than enough. So something goes to waste after that. So that's the problem. Now, if you could show us how you would ride on those downturns and how you would profit during when the demand is high, and how do you reduce your losses when the demand is low. If you can show that in future presentations, I think that will be very good. Boniface, Afya Boost. I like your product, and you mentioned something well at the end, that it's a unique product. None of the competitors has a similar product. That should make you stand out. However, if you built on that from the beginning and showed us how it's working from the nutrition angle as well, base it on a story. I see your presentation was very technical. I like your t-shirt, but you've put a very technical presentation. If you could have a sort of a story to show the nutritional benefits, it will help to sell the story. And then the other thing is that the concern of 100 shillings as a margin, I know these products are very unique. However, you need to think about the time when you're going to have distributors. At that point, you might need to dish out more money to other people reselling your products. And if you don't have a pricing advantage at that point, it might become difficult to scale. So I understand your market currently, you need to price it that way, but these are things that you need to think about. And I was happy to hear you have KEBS. It should have been in your presentation much earlier. Okay. Kamaldeep, I liked what you do. I like the problem you're trying to solve. If you've heard of SOCO, they were trying to solve a similar problem at some point about supply, and I'm not sure if they went on to have their own workshop, but the idea of having your workshop is a good one. I think you should pursue it. I would have been happier to see a unique product being compared. To you show us a product, you had pictures of about 6 products. We couldn't tell 1 or 2. Your presentation was very nicely done. Your slides were very nicely done, but we should have seen more products that would entice us to know exactly what you do. Because I know there's some uniqueness in what you're doing. We just couldn't put a picture to your story. So with that, I think the workshop is a good direction. And once you get your website up and running, the rest is going to be all smooth, and hopefully I'll get to see you again in another competition. I know this is not the first one we're meeting. So thank you all very much. You did a wonderful job, Mr. Otumbo. Your team did not let you down. I think you've seen that yourself. I know you are sure you expected more, but this is this is what they have done under this pressurized environment with a non-working air condition. So yeah, so this is the best you can expect. So thank you all very much, and all the best with the announcement of the winner. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad. He deserves more than that. We need a bigger round of applause for him. Please. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now, let's move on and see the results. I'm anxious myself. I don't know what to do, but I hope all the best. Let's call upon Mr. Zayad to tell us now the results.
Good evening. Is it good evening? Oh, it's still afternoon. It's evening, huh? Good evening. I think Mohammed Harib has given a lot of feedback to all of us, so I don't need to add more. Yeah, but just an advice. Yeah, when you are presenting, make your presentations a bit more clearer. Yeah, or yourself more clearer, so that we can get to understand and give you a fair score. All right, so mine is to announce the results. Yeah, remember, we don't have a loser in this competition. The contestants are aware of this, because there are 4, and all the 4 are eligible for funding. Yeah, so maybe in brief, and for those who are viewing on the live stream, this is a competition that seeks to address challenges faced by entrepreneurs, challenges of gaining knowledge, mentorship, and seed funding. And why we are here right now is to see whether Hazina Development Trust Limited would invest in these startups. So the 4 finalists are all eligible for funding. The first one is eligible to receive up to 450,000 shillings. The second one, up to 400,000 shillings. The third one, up to 350,000 shillings. And the fourth one, up to 300,000 shillings. So this is the eligible funding limits. So we will do a due diligence and assess the need and invest accordingly. So position 4. Position 4, Afya Boost Care Limited. Please come forward. I have a certificate for you. I'll ask my other two judges to help me award this certificate, Mr. Matata and Mr. Harib. And then we have a camera. So I can stand this side, isn't it? Thank you very much. Congratulations, Boniface Care. Judges, please remain standing because I will need you. Position 3, Kamaldeep Sandhu, Malaika Gifts and Interiors. Thank you. Position, do I mention position 2 or position 1? Because there are only 2 left. Position 2, Najma's Enterprises. Thank you, congratulations, Najmaz. And last but not least, position 1 is none other than David Omware from Janabuchi Agri Solutions. The Pulis guy.
It was worth it coming from Kajiado. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. David.
Indeed, you are a giraffe.
We're good? Thank you very much. Thanks to the judges. And I think I'll give it back to the moderator to say something before I close.
Okay. It's been quite great to have you here with us streaming live, and for the participant, congratulations. I actually envy you guys. I mean, I should come up the next 3rd cohort in a pitching competition. I think I should be coming back. Thank you very much for watching. It's been amazing to have you here. Remember that any entrepreneur who's out there, this is a moment for you to learn and the moment for you to expound more. I'm Dalila Hamza. I'll take it back to the owner, or what should I say? The host. Oh, no, I am the host, right? What would you say? Okay, Mrs. Zayad, let's hear it from you as we close up. I wish you a lovely evening, and remember, accountability is a reflection of responsibility. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much, Dalila. You've been a wonderful moderator for this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our workshop, and congratulations again to all the 4 finalists. As I said, there are no losers, so you're all winners. So congratulations, and as we had already shared at the start of this workshop, that the next step is to do a due diligence process, and we will be communicating on email on all the logistics and the timelines. Mine is to give thanks to everyone that is in this room today, starting with our well-able trainers. We did this training in collaboration with ServSkills Limited. We have a team leader in the room, Mr. Otumbo Vincent. Thank you very much for the wonderful preparation that you did to the entrepreneurs. A round of applause to the team leader and the team. I also want to thank Hazina Advisory Services Limited, led by the MD who is in the house, for having this entire workshop done. Yeah, when we had only 4, we were not sure. We were anticipating 12, but Hazina Advisory Services said we are going to continue with the 4. Yeah, so congratulations, Hazina Advisory Services Limited, for the wonderful job that you're doing, and a round of applause to them. I also wish to sincerely thank Al Shifa Online TV Kenya for the live coverage, and to the wonderful moderator Dalila Hamza. A round of applause to Al Shifa team. My judges, Mohammed Harib, co-founder YouHired.me. I think he stepped out, but we thank you for your valuable contribution. Mohammed Harib, that is for you. Thank you very much for your support in the program. All the entrepreneurs, I think this has been worthwhile. Yeah, and we will reach out to you for feedback on the program. So congratulations to all the entrepreneurs, and also thank you at the same time for being part of this wonderful journey. A round of applause to the entrepreneurs. And last but not least, to our host here, Royal Court Hotel. Thank you very much for your hospitality and for giving us a wonderful time in the whole week that we've been here. So thank you to the Royal Court Hotel team. Thank you very much, and I think that I've come to the end of my vote of thanks. So I'll take it back to our moderator to close it for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zayad. It's been a pleasure having you and all the team. Sorry, I have all the team. We have Bilbert Talk Show, which is going to be live with Stambuli. You wait and see. The moment you all want to be, or you've been waiting for, will start anytime soon from now. Bilbert Talk Show. Wait and see what happens today. Thank you.
Any volunteer to pray for us? The winner. Position 1.
Okay, let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Father, we come before you this evening. We are thankful for bringing us all here together. We are thankful also for the hard work of your entrepreneurs, the 4 of us, and this gift also given to us as a blessing. We wish, Father, that it may be a boost in our entrepreneurial journey. And we thank you also for this opportunity. We know there are many entrepreneurs who wanted this opportunity, but in a way, Father, you chose us, and we won't disappoint you, Father. And for the connections and contacts we've got all along the way, Father, we are thankful for them, and we wish to utilize them in a way that we can build our country, Kenya, Father. We thank you also for the efforts of the Hazina team, the efforts also of Serve Skills, and all together the entrepreneurs too. And for those also living, we wish for safe journeys to our places of stay, and wherever we may be, we may continue connecting. We thank you so much. We trust and believe in you. Amen.
It's located at the